are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, the only Ash Miracle channel on YouTube. And, you know, if you want to subscribe to my only podcast, the Truth Is Podcast, these are the only two public channels that I do have. But anyway, Cameron, Cardi B's recent ghostwriter, and also member from Dipset, has put Cardi B on blast. Cameron says Cardi B failed to honor their agreement after he supplied verses for her album in exchange for an interview. This story might sound familiar because he had the same issue with J. Cole. Cameron claims he supplied verses for Cardi B's album, the Am I Delusional album, and Cardi management team promised to arrange an interview with the rapper, similar to his situation with J. Cole. According to him, the interview never took place, leaving him believing the agreement had not been honored. The Harlem rapper said he is now wanting to be compensated for his work and warned that if the issue isn't resolved, he is prepared to release the unreleased collaboration of himself co-writing or ghostwriting for Cardi B. And he also claimed that he knows other writers that have written for Cardi B, and he is willing to expose their identity. It is allegedly not just Partisan Fontaine, her known ghostwriter, that is on every song she puts out. But he said he would only do that if the dispute remains unresolved. He also said that he will unfortunately expose the people around Cardi B if he's not compensated for his time. Let's take a listen.
Stop what I was doing. This is a year and a half later after they originally asked me to do it. I do the verse, and then I get busy again. I'm not paying it no mind. So I heard her single Imaginary Player, so I'm like, okay, cool. The album should be coming out soon or whatever. But I'm busy. I don't pay no mind to it. So I'm with one of my homegirls and shit, and they like, yo, Cardi new shit is dope. I'm like, her shit came out? And that's no disrespect. I just don't be keeping up with albums that come out and all that. I find out everybody shit by accident because I'm just, my majority is, entertainment is this podcast, K-Roasty is what it is. I haven't really been keeping up with whose album is coming out. So I want people to take it as disrespect, like, Cam, you knew the album was coming out. You know how people will be. So I just found out, I'm like, oh shit, let me see a track list. My shit ain't on there. So I'm like, yo, I still need my motherfucking interview. If not, y'all gotta compensate me for my time because I know the niggas that manage her and who co-write for her. So they like, I call, I'm like, yo, what's up? What happened? Y'all harassed me for 2 years about this. The younger people loved it, but some people didn't like her flowing on the 90s beat on the Imaginary Player, so we try to stay away from that. Because, it is what it is. Pardon me, What Means the World to You is considered a 90s beat. I don't fucking know what they said. Whatever it is, I did what I was supposed to do. And they didn't come through an end. I'm not putting this on Cardi, because Cardi might not even know this shit. I'm just saying the people around her is making promises on her behalf, and she may not even know this. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta stop making promises on these artists' behalf, and they don't know. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start exposing the people that made the promises, because it's two people. And once I get the dirt on you, I'm going to put the dirt out. Now, take this as a warning. Send that paper through for my time, or I'm going to tell how you like to be on all fours and your ass tickled with paws, because I know a girl who fuck with you.
Now, let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, Cameron had the same issue with J. Cole. Remember, he sued J. Cole because J. Cole was supposed to do an interview for him in exchange for a collaboration. So it seems as though he still want to be compensated for writing for Cardi B, even though the song didn't come out. Now, he has threatened Partisan Fontaine one of Cardi B's ghostwriters to expose that I guess he like his booty hole played with, allegedly. Let me know how y'all feel about that. And you know what I find hilarious is that Cardi B hasn't even responded. You know, if Cameron was a black woman, she would have responded in 2.2 seconds. But because he's a man, she don't want the smoke. How ironic. Now, it seems as though Akbar V is clearly clout chasing because now she's tweeting Pink Friday 3 waiting. And then she also tweeted, Ckiminaj, I'm waiting on you, big sis. So some fans are saying that she want a collaboration. She's trying to work with Nicki. You know, she obviously is a fan of Nicki Minaj. She want Nicki Minaj to drop. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Now, I definitely think that a lot of rappers miss Nicki Minaj because when she go quiet, female rap technically go quiet. You know, no shade. Majority of the female rappers, they're not making any noise. So I do feel like a lot of people are probably bored. And it's clear as day, people are not checking for Cardi B. Just look at the charts, okay? But the point of the matter is, I think that a lot of the girls can't really move without Nicki. Nicki is like the blueprint, technically, obviously, the pink print of female rap. When she move, everybody move. And so when she don't move, other female rappers don't really know what to do. What's their next move? What's the next flow? What's the next look? They don't know because they copying the queen. Let's just be honest. But even though I think that Akbar is a fan of Nicki Minaj, I think she also is a little bit of a clout chaser, okay? Because she beefing with Cardi B. She wants Nicki Minaj to acknowledge her. Now, Cardi B's Aha is projected to go top 30, possibly in the late 20s on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. But unfortunately, Cardi B is getting clowned because Pissy Face Carisha will still be out charting her. Okay, at number 26, allegedly, on the Hot 100 based on early predictions. Now, in my opinion, I think Cardi B's time has passed musically, and it's been proven, okay? There should be no reason why Pissy Face Carisha is getting higher chart positions than Cardi B, okay? No shade, I think Carisha is less talented, okay? We can just start there. But also, she's not getting a big backing like Cardi B. But you can tell that more people, like the general public, support Carisha for every reason more than they support Cardi B. I think people only support Cardi B to spite Nicki Minaj, and because Nicki Minaj has been quiet, there's no benefit to supporting Cardi B. Let's talk about it. There's no benefit in supporting Cardi B because Nicki Minaj is quiet. If Nicki Minaj was active, they would have been trying to push it to top 10. You know what I'm saying? Everybody would have been joining forces like they did with the Piss song. So to me, it seems as though people only like certain female rappers to spite Nicki. Okay? Cardi B would not have a career if Nicki Minaj had paid her debts from the fucking beginning. If Nicki Minaj had never did the Motorsport song, if she never ranted about Cardi B on Queen Radio or went back and forth with her on social media, Cardi B would have been back on Love and Hip Hop with Remy Ma. Now, Love and Hip Hop is canceled now, but she would have been back on there. Now, did Doja Cat save Scratch Off's career? Scratch Off's Big Mama re-entered this week's Billboard 200 chart after leaving the chart after 5 weeks, but with the OK single and music video now getting a push in radio and a music video, it seems as though Big Mama is moving back up the charts. And then on top of that, Scratch Off's Big Mama is the 4th highest streamed album by a female soloist on US Apple Music albums chart at number 15. Ariana is number 1, Olivia Rodrigo at number 2, Ella Langley at number 3, Scratch Off at number 4, and Gracie Adams at number 5. And it looks like Scratch Off is the only black woman. Well, is she black? Well, yeah, technically, because her dad is black. So we're going to say black woman in the top 5. Okay? So congratulations to Scratch Off. We got to give props when props is due. But this is mostly due to Doja Cat. And Doja Cat is allowing Scratch Off to open up for her on tour. Doja Cat is reviving Scratch Off's career. I think she need to take 20% of everything Scratch Off do from here on out. Because without the OK song, the album would have been in the dirt. Let's just be honest. Nobody was checking for it. Now, Tyla fans are upset that Tyla has allegedly flopped with her new album. And they are saying on social media, they say Tyla flopped. But the only person who sold 1K units more than Tyla here is Sabrina Carpenter. I mean, Rihanna flopped 16,000 her last album, and that was back in 2016. My goodness, Ira flopped as usual, yet she's still compared to Tyla. Now, Anti did do 16,000 first week, and it did debut at number 27 on Billboard, but I believe that was because the album leaked, and it was kind of a surprise drop because it already had leaked. Unfortunately, it accidentally leaked on Tidal for whatever reason. And, Devil Nation was unfortunately unable to get to the bottom of it. They got Sabrina Carpenter album that she did years and years ago selling 18,000. Victoria Monet, she did 15,000. Pink Panthers did 14. So I guess people are trying to say majority of these girls have flopped at one point in time. So why are we just calling Tyla a flop? Which I don't feel like that's the case. Here's the thing. Yeah, Anti didn't do great first week numbers, but Anti had hits. Tyla ain't got a Needed Me. She ain't got to Work. She ain't got to Kiss It Better. She ain't got Love on Her Brain. She ain't got really anything that's a standout single on the album. That girl had the potential to be a standout single, but then she let the video flop. I mean, she just put out that trash AI music video. No shade. And then the Zara Larsson collaboration didn't do anything. The only big hit really was Chanel. That's Tyla and her team's fault. You can say what you want about Anti's first week, but we cannot deny the impact Anti had on the culture and the hits. So, Tyla ain't got a Needed Me. She ain't got a Love on Her Brain. She ain't got a Kiss It Better. She ain't got to Work. She ain't got shit. Not right now. That girl could have been what it could have been, but she dropped the ball. So, in my opinion, you can't compare Rihanna to Tyla when it comes to the stats. You can't. Yes, Rihanna never did well when it came to album sales, but she got like 14, 15 number ones. When Tyla get that stat and 8 Grammys, then we can talk. But until then, Tyla and the Tigers need to keep their baps shut because they do a lot of the, Rihanna can't do this or Rihanna did that. But Rihanna's career has already made it to icon status. Tyla's nowhere near there. So I get it. Tyla can sing better than Rihanna. She probably can dance better, but she don't have a better career. So the talent ain't getting her far. Now, unfortunately, Camel Phase and Beyonce's Morning Puke Donk remix reportedly debuts with 205,000 Spotify streams globally. Instead of boosting momentum, some are questioning if the Camel Phase feature era is becoming a liability for Beyonce's streaming numbers. Yeah, I like Beyonce, but this was a flop. I didn't even like the original, so I don't even know why she put out the remix. But Beyonce and Rihanna gotta stop centering their husbands. Well, Rihanna's not married, but Beyonce gotta stop centering Camel Phase when she dropped music. There's really no reason for a Camel Phase collaboration in 2026. Okay? And on top of that, I feel like the song wasn't even that great. She could have just moved on to Act 3. I don't know why she releasing this old-ass record. I don't care about the B-Day 20th anniversary. Release Act 3 and stop being lazy. Okay? I feel like she's trying to turn into Rihanna. She's just being lazy and doing anything. Okay? You just stop being lazy and release Act 3. I don't care if your music got stolen. You could be in the studio and make some new music. Okay? You went on tour last year. What have you done since the tour? Okay? Nothing. So at the end of the day, Beyonce got to understand that Camel Face is way past his prime. He's 70. And at the end of the day, we are not checking for him anymore. Okay? Yes, he looked better with the haircut, but that's about it. There's never a time where I'm listening to Camel Face's music like that. He is not Eminem. He is not Kendrick. He is not Drake. He is not relevant. Leave Camel Face at home. Point blank, period. It's really not that hard. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on Patreon on Ariana. Champagne Thickums, Nicki Minaj, Camel Face. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.